What's up, guys? I got some Goodman split systems here. Nothing's running right now. This is a pool house. They said one of these wasn't working. That one's cold, that one's warm, like it's been running. Ooh, that thing's steaming. I think this might be my problem. I hear a little humming down there. So let's kill the power. It is labeled first floor, so let's get the panel off. We probably got a blown capacitor or something. Maybe the compressor's dead. Coil didn't look awful, so let's get in here and see what it looks like inside. Not a whole lot of room here. Contactor is pulled in. Contactor doesn't look great. Probably needs to go. And as I said, yeah, she's a little beveled on the bottom. That capacitor's gonna be done. At least one of the sides. Probably go ahead and change the contactor and then have to check this thing out. They've got some age to them, so not sure how long this has been down, but let's get the capacitor out of here and check it. But it's gonna be dead, I can tell you that just by feeling it. It doesn't look bubbled up on the top, but the bottom, you can just feel it. You can see she kind of bubbled up there. She's a little wobbly. Yeah, she's gonna be completely dead. Yeah, so I should have it on my truck. We'll get one of those in here and see, let it cool off for a minute. I'm sure that compressor's hot too, because that fan motor's steaming hot. Maybe that fan motor will be okay. But we'll get a new capacitor in it, clean all this up. Probably go ahead and change contactor too. It could be worse, but while I'm here, it's probably not a terrible idea. Yeah, it's not too bad. But while I'm here, probably gonna go ahead and do that too. Alright, so we got this cleaned up a little bit. All the cobwebs and crap gone. Got a new capacitor, new contactor, a couple new spade terminals because they broke off. Yeah, that guy probably would have been alright, but again, I'm here for a $20 part. It's not worth me coming back for. I'll just go ahead and take care of it now. Might rinse these coils off. They're it's got a little bit of buildup on them, so we'll hook measure quick up, probably get a hose out and at least spray off the outside of this. Doesn't look awful, but then we'll go from there, make sure it charges okay, and let it ride. So we got our probes hooked up. Went ahead and rinsed the condenser coil. It's nice and clean. And now, moment of truth, see if this thing will run. Sounded like everything started. We'll give it a few minutes to acclimate and find its way, and see where we're at. We'll give it a few minutes. That suction, my temperature's not reading right. I got one probe that's not, the Bluetooth's not working for some reason. It won't pick it up every time I connect it, so I'm gonna get that suction line reading correct, and we'll let it run for a little bit and see what it looks like. So it's running, cool's dried out a little bit. It's the fan motor. It's rated 0.7, so that looks good. Pressure drawn 5.9, it seems about right. So that'll be good. We're gonna let it run for a little bit and just watch it. I mean, the superheat's gonna be up. It's like 85 degrees in there right now, but it's dropping. So a 42 degree evaporator. I mean, I'm pretty happy with all these readings. I'm just gonna watch it and make sure that superheat comes down after a little bit. We'll let the temp come down and see where we're at. So I was doing some investigating. I'm happy with this one. She's running fine. Superheat's coming down. Still a little high, but it's still 82 or 83 in the house. I believe this is staged. And I just pulled that guy out from on top of that capacitor. Capacitor seems to be okay, but he was in here chewing on some shit before he got up on the high voltage and killed himself. So we're gonna have to get this stuff fixed. We've blown a fuse somewhere. I don't have any power. At least I'm not getting shocked. So we're gonna have to investigate that, get all those fixed up, because I believe this is a 2-stage unit somehow, or it's got another fan coil, so this should be stage 2 for the main pool house. It says main floor as well, so I think this guy should be running. We're gonna get rid of that guy and fix our wires and go see if we can't find where our fuse is, because we've obviously blown a fuse. So we got our grommet back in there, new wire nuts, so it shouldn't short out. Went ahead and pulled the power. Now we're gonna go do a little recon inside and see if we can't find this air handler. And see how they got it staged, but I'm guessing it's just 2 separate units. It's controlled off of a single thermostat, and we're gonna have a blown fuse on this one. We got a decent little access here. Dehumidifier. This is my unit that's running right now. I don't see said other unit. So, I got all their other stuff up here too. I have to keep looking to figure out where the hell this other unit is. So here's my supplies on that one. And the only thing I'm seeing is I got floor registers over here. It's actually blowing air. And a big old plant sitting on the return. There's a filter inside there. Looks okay. So I'm going to go down low. Like I said, I got a fan, so I don't know why the fan would be running and not the AC. But let's go down and see if we can't locate where this is at. So I found this is my other unit that was running. This is for the lower level, just an apartment type deal down here. So I'm still looking for the one missing unit. They made this access a little bit harder. I still don't see just the exhaust fan here. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's not an exhaust fan. This is truly just a fan coil unit. And that sumbitch just shocked the shit out of me. God bless. What the hell do we got going on here? So I got a fan. This is probably my 2-wire. So I got a float switch. We need to get a wire nut on that guy. I wonder if that one, somebody disconnected it. I wonder if there's something wrong with this one. I can't really see. I can see the fan coil, but I guess there's nothing really over there. I'd say there's got to be a fuse somewhere. But I've obviously got power because that guy, something got me. It was one of these. It had to be that green. I'm guessing that's the blower coil or that one. That's lovely. So let's get all this secured up. I don't know where that wire goes, but I'll never get to it. There's no other access. We'll get these connected and see if that doesn't bring my AC outside on, then we can check that one. So, I did have 24 volts. My contactor's pulled in now. Alright. I don't know why it was disconnected inside. Hell, that thing's in a bad spot, man. If you ever got to work on that, you're not really going to work on it. Alright, so I'm running. I might swap my gauges over. That one's all looking pretty good. I'm not terribly concerned about this one anymore, so I'm going to swap my gauges over to this one and see. Maybe somebody shut it off for a reason. So this one looks pretty good as well. I'm not terribly concerned about any of these readings. I'm not sure what the hell. Maybe that wire was honestly didn't have a wire nut on it like the rest of them. Maybe it just maybe came loose. I don't see. Hell, that's hidden good. I had to look hard for it. But we're gonna watch it for a little bit. We're gonna go get wire nuts on everything up there so nothing shorts out or nothing falls apart again. This guy feels pretty good too. That's kind of a weird setup. Actually, the only reason I looked at it is because I hadn't seen this one run. I've seen everything else out here run, except for this unit. So I at least popped it off to take a glance, and then I realized something was weird. Got a hold of one of our guys who's been out here before, and that's when I found out that it's some kind of staging. So this is basically stage 2 that does that opposite side of the main floor, and it's just that fan coil unit up there. So it's just set up with the blower, and then the cooling cost comes straight from the thermostat out here to the condenser, and it's got heat strips in there too. Can't get to anything up there, so I don't know if you ever got to work on that thing. It's gonna have to come out of the ceiling somehow. But we'll watch it for a little bit and see where we get, but everything looks all right at this point. 8-degree superheat. I don't know, I can't see a metering device or anything on that one. I'm pretty sure that's a piston for just the regular furnace and coil up there. But this thing's kind of a weird setup. So that's got to be a piston too. I don't know where that fuse came from. I can see the transformer down in there. I don't see a resettable breaker type deal. We just got green, common, and white for heat on that. So my yellow does come straight from the thermostat. That wire there and goes out on my 2-wire to the condenser. So I don't know. That's It's a weird setup, but we've got wire nuts on everything, so nothing else is going to short out. Nobody's going to get shocked like I did. 24 volts hurts worse than you would think. Drain trap. You see power down here. The back side of my coil. There's rust, but I don't see anything real big inside the drain. Yeah, that trap's dry. It hadn't run for a while. I wonder if that wire didn't just fall off of there. So we're gonna watch this one too, but we're gonna call it good. We got both stages running. We'll make sure it cycles off via the thermostat when it gets closer to set point. And I gotta try to get my big ass back out of here. So we got our big ass plant moved away from the return grill. Filter's got some crap in it, probably just crap falling off the plant, but it doesn't look too terribly bad. All our supplies are open, and we got cold air coming out. I think we're gonna be okay here. We are going to make sure it cycles. Temp is coming down. I don't know if it's 2 degrees or 1. I'm not sure how it stages, but we'll make sure it cycles off here shortly and go back and check on our charge. Alright, so we're just going to monitor and make sure it does shut off and acts as a stage 2. We're doing about 12 degrees superheat. All of this looks fairly normal. It might be, it's still pretty warm in there. It might be overcharged a little bit. With that piston, we're charging by superheat, so if we need to take a little bit out, we can, but I mean, I'm not terribly concerned with any of those readings. So we're just gonna watch it for a little while and get the hell out of here, move on to the next one. So leave me a comment, leave the trade better than you found it, guys. See y'all next time.